Hello, fellow humans, and welcome to the Vak-tar-ee Holiday Special. This television show is brought to you by Canadian Dice. Go to canadiandice.ca and use the code TheVactar, all one word, at checkout for 15% off your order. Order by the 10th, and you'll get it by Christmas. If you order any later, you won't. Maggie's dice pick is currently dreamsicle, because who doesn't eat orange? Who doesn't love orange ice cream? But also don't eat them. Please don't eat them; it will go badly for you. And the Vak-tar-ee will not be responsible for any dice eaten as a result of Maggie's pick of the week. This show is also sponsored by tinyl.com/vacmerch. You can also get excellent designs like Half Orc Energy and the Vac Blob and whatever holiday designs Afi has percolated. They have been percolated, and she has posted them on our Discord server. And yes, there is an entry for this game. If you can find it, I will be proud of you, like a parent or something. There is a new limited edition design. This is what I'm talking about. The 12 Days of TTRPG, designed by Afi, and all the proceeds will go to Extra Life. Speaking of, this show sponsors Extra Life, raising money for whatever. I'm an announcer, not a whatever. Speaking of Extra Life, all throughout December, all our regular games are on hiatus, including I won't be playing Final Fantasy this month, but I'm here. I'm here instead, running Monty Python and also playing other games this month. And all of our other DMs, GMs, storytellers, and bullshit artists, I probably fall into the latter category there with this game, will be carrying the torch while at the Aphemis Blob rests a bit. We're currently we're currently at $1,000 raised, over $1,000 raised, in fact, and we are going for 1,500 before the end of the month. Any donations are greatly appreciated, and you will get entered to win a big giveaway at the end of the month, with stuff like the GUI Cube starter pack for their campaign world of Zayaf. I hope I said that right. Extra Life swag, dice stickers, Vak-tar merch, and so much more. The link is just available below the chat, and Artemis is also putting chat links in the chat box for me. And your regularly scheduled viewing for the rest of the week, except it's not regularly scheduled because of all the holiday stuff. Wednesday, so tomorrow, Afi and Artemis are over at Goodman Games Official for Jeremy's Waste and Saga game at 9 p.m. Just a special note, Artemis will be in Afi's basement like a gremlin, so it should be a very interesting night. Saturday, it's Fat Packer's Guide to the Galaxy. To the Galaxy. Ha! That'd be nice.
I mean, that tracks.
Yeah, to TTRPGs. At 7 p.m. Eastern, maybe earlier because the Aphemis Blob has a holiday party to go to, so that might change to be earlier. So keep an eye on our socials.
Can we demand that they do Star Wars instead of D&D?
Yes.
And make it actually Galaxy?
Yes. Sunday afternoon is Forge of Eons Part 2 with Lightkeeper Emily at 1 p.m. EST. There might be Legacy of Fire in the evening. There might not, because all those players may be meeting up for the first time since GaryCon, because they'll all be in Canada. So keep an eye on the socials to see if that's cancelled, because they're all going to play in person. You know, they could set up a webcam and we could all just watch them play in person, like, Critical Role or something. Yeah. Monday, it's Oops, All Gerblins, Missile Foes at 8:30 p.m. EST, assuming that Artemis doesn't get stuck in a snowstorm on the way home. I'm assuming that All Gerblins means it is a Cedar game, because Gerblins. And as always, the last thing I have to say, you can find our podcasts wherever you download your podcasts from, whatever those are.
Never heard of them. Sounds fake.
Yes, podcasts are fake. There was only the television program. So, yes, this is the Vak-tar-ee Holiday Special, and tonight we will be broadcasting directly into your homes and brains and stuff. A wonderful holiday story involving two siblings. Well, half siblings, actually. I don't know. Now there's only two of you. Because we originally, unfortunately, had a third, but he got sick. Bless him.
Maybe we're step siblings.
Yes, step siblings or half siblings. I went with half siblings originally. I found the reasoning to be, well, the way it happened to be hilarious. So I think I might stick with that just because. But yes.
Cool with that?
Hmm?
Oh, I just said I'm cool with that.
Yeah. But yes, are two half siblings who have a very special road ahead of them for the next 30 years in character. But first, we should also first off introduce each other so you know who we all are. And Rick has already put a finger on their nose, so Kayla, you have to go first.
Introducing my character.
Yes.
What we're doing.
And you, because
Okay.
that way we can put up your socials in the chat.
That's what I thought. Okay. I'm Kayla. She, her. I'm from Potions and Potpourri podcast, which is part of the overall Vak blob. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts as well. And me and also my gal pal Keisha are on the Vak-tar-ee. We're over on Canadian Dice. We're over on Old Men Rolling Dice. You can find us everywhere, really. And I am playing Theodosia Racket Pate Pika-Amoire. That's their full name. They use they, them pronouns, but you can call them Theo for short. They are a troubadour, which is basically just a musical journalist, I've learned. And I'm a musician of relative accomplishment.
Musical journalist.
That's what it says. I think that's a great description, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, Rick, your finger nose trickery only lasted for one turn.
That's right.
Yeah. Fingering didn't do the job. I'm Rick. I'm the main GM for Hammer of the Gods, where, Kayla's also sometimes.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Yeah, just everywhere, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I do stuff and things, and I write for Even Footing Games, and I am playing Libidine Maximus, the Enchanter.
Which means for all of you listening and watching that Rick is the only one out of our two lovelies who can cast sorcery rolls without I believe there's an increased failure rate if Kayla tries to invoke sorcery, put it that way. Okay. And that leaves me. So I'm Sophia. Usually you can see me here on Thursday evenings running my Final Fantasy game, with Song of Crystal and Shadow. I'm also all over the place. I've leg extended tits up. Fucking hell, Artemis. Yeah, you've seen me on Handpod doing Werewolf. I'm going to be doing Star Wars at the end of the month. More Werewolf next year. More one shots. Yada yada yada. I'm all over the place too. I write stuff for various people and myself, obviously, to run weird and wacky, wild games like this. And yeah, tonight I am their head of light entertainment, basically Monty Python's version of a GM. And I have a very specific persona that both of our players know what to expect with this persona. But those of you who are good on your Monty Python lore or knowledge, whatever, same word really. I am Cardinal Jimenez of Spain. I'm not going to try and talk in a Spanish accent. I might try and talk in a funny accent when I have to be the whole. But Kayla and Rick know what to watch out for, what to do, what pleases cut the good cardinal, and what pisses off the good cardinal. And yes, always expect the Spanish Inquisition. No, you really shouldn't expect the Spanish Inquisition. But when it comes to Cardinal Jimenez, expect the Spanish Inquisition. Okay. Let's do a little bit of setting, and then we are going to do some fun stuff. So, it is the year 0 AD. Yes, it's the beginning of Anno Domini, whatever the hell that means. And there are 2 babes in a manger, and 3 men on camels are approaching, following the light of a star to this location. They go in thinking that the birth of their saviors has come. No, they have walked into a stable with the 2 babes in separate mangers, and a old-looking spinster widowy woman in a black shawl, very short, but kind of bent over. And she's like, "Who are you then?" "We are 3 wise men. We are astrologers from the east." "Get out! No! Get out! We're not taking visitors! No! 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 But we bring gifts. Frankincense, gold and myrrh." "Well, why didn't you say so? Come on in, come on in." And she ushers them towards our two babes, who of course are Libidine and Theo. And they hand over the gifts to the woman. And she asks, "Well, what signs are they then?" "They're Capricorns. Why do you ask?" "Well, you're theologians, you're astrologers, aren't you?" "Well, yes." "Well, wait, what even is myrrh?" "It's a bomb." "A bomb? You brought an explosive into my stable? No, get out with you, get out." And she tries to foist the myrrh back on one of the 3 wise men. And he explains, no, a balm, an ointment. It helps with skin rashes and things like that. And yes, here's Donna. She has waited all this time before she jumped on me.
Hey, as long as she doesn't turn your computer off, that's the important thing.
Fuck yeah! Don't say that. You've cursed me now. And then he says, "Well, it's getting rather late, and the babies need to sleep. So I think you should be making on your way. Yes." And she starts shuffling them out. And she then comes back to the 2 babes, who of course are babies and cannot speak. They can cry though, but they are currently fast asleep unless they choose not to be. I shouldn't say that because now you 2 will start making crying noises to my ears. Well, we made out pretty good then, didn't we? And then the 3 wise men come back in, and they take their gifts back, and they push the woman over. Without saying a word, and then the camera shifts to show another stable with a single manger down the street, and the 2 parents covered in white halos. Clearly a case of mistaken identity. 30 years later! Theo, Libidine, and their mother, who was the woman in the previous scene, are at some rocky outcropping on the outskirts of the city of Rhydea, not far off into distance, but far enough that it's hard to hear him speak. There's some dude in white robes with long hair and a beard preaching. A lot of people are there listening to this guy preach, and are kind of rapt and yeah, they kind of got this rapt attention. And there's the 3 of you standing towards the back, and it's hard to hear. And your mother's like, "Come on, I can't hear him. We should go to the local executions. I hear they're doing a stoning today." And over to you 2.
Great.
Go for it,
Well,
Kayla.
Ma, don't you think that this guy has something to say? Look at all these people here. They all seem very interested in him.
Well, I can't bloody hear him. He's so far away. And she's raising her voice, and then one of the other onlookers turns around and goes, "Shh."
Well, Ma, that's because you have to turn the right ear to him. You know your left one is way worse than the right one.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
turn like 90 degrees and put your shoulder that way and make sure that your ear is facing that way too.
And you see her shuffle and put the correct ear in the direction of the bearded man.
There you go. Isn't that better? Give her a
Yeah.
little pat.
He's saying something about Greeks.
I don't like those people. They speak the wrong language. It's not Latin.
No,
The one true language.
No, wait. It's something about the meek. Yeah, I thought he said, "Blessed are the Greeks." Palachi was saying, "Blessed are the meek." That's nice, ain't it? I think
that makes
it's about time the meek got their due.
I don't know. I think I'm more into getting stoned. I mean, watching somebody get stoned.
And she claps you around the back of the head. "Oi, you! What's your language?" Come on, we gotta go to work. It's no time to go get stoned. I mean, go go to the stoning now. And she starts wandering off towards the Colosseum that's far off in the distance of the city. Do you two follow, or are you staying for a bit more of the sermon?
I think we should follow her. She seems to know her way around.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to say, Kayla, you said, and I totally blanked. Libidine uses any pronouns, and yeah, they just kind of like shuffle their feet, and they're kind of grumbling under their breaths, and like, I wanted to go get stoned, but okay.
So, thank you, Donna. Thank you. I really wanted to eat tail this early in the adventure. That comes later, cat. Okay. So, as you leave, it's a good thing you left when you did, because the gathering turned a little bit violent towards the back. Someone called someone else a big nose, and someone else got involved, and someone's wife got punched, and yeah, it turned to a bit of a fight. So you got out just in time, honestly. You hear the kind of commotion, and you look back and see this brawl erupting at the back of the sermon, and you just walk off to the Colosseum, where you two work as snack vendors. And your mother works up cleaning down on the Colosseum floor, cleaning up
snack
all the
lenders. Is that like snack lenders? Is that where you
vendors.
pass snacks out?
Vendors.
I like snack lenders better.
That works. If you want to be snack lenders and charge interest on like otter ears and things like that.
You have to return the snack back to me.
Yeah, we're like loan sharks. We go for the kneecaps if you don't pay us enough.
Snack shark.
So our two snack lenders. I'm going with this because it's Monty Python, and why the fuck not? Are doing their jobs, calling out the names of different various Roman-inspired snacks such as otter ears and let me think, wolf spleens and all sorts of things.
Is the otter ear just like an elephant's ear, but differently shaped?
No, it's an actual otter's ear.
Oh.
Would have been cooler the other way.
Yes, it would have. But you also do have proper. There are some things that are a bit gauche, shall we say, because of the time period. But there are other things which are definitely more modern, shall we say, like candied nuts, because 'tis the season. You silly cat.
That's so nice.
And also, various bits of dried fruit. Some of it looks like it's been sitting out in the sun a bit too long. But while you two are selling snacks, or I say selling. You are
Lending.
lending snacks and signing agreements for repayment. You see your mother. Her job at the Colosseum is to clean up the viscera after each of the fights, and currently it is the children's matinee performance at the Colosseum, which is why it's a bit quiet.
Oh, I thought it'd be messier because it's the children's matinee.
Yes, some of the Roman senators and such bring their children to these performances and sometimes they even get to give them the.
Oh, fun.
Sometimes you're sentenced to death by a child.
That tracks.
To be absolutely clear, for those of you listening and watching, no children are being harmed. They're just watching people get slaughtered by lions and cheering for it.
They're not being physically harmed, just psychologically.
Yes, they're being psychologically conditioned by their imperialist fathers and mothers.
It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Growing children.
Yeah, long live the Romans. No, fuck the Romans. Anyway, so as you are doing your snack lending and making a bit of money off that, lending fees, application fees, so on and so forth, you do manage to see 4 people in like black robes with red headbands sitting in a group at the other side of the Colosseum, and you are slowly heading your way over there with your snack trays.
Should we go talk to the really stylish chaps over there?
I'm already walking over there, and I kind of make eye contact, like loudly in a sing-song voice. I'm like, delicious snacks for delicious folks. Can we offer you some delicious snacks?
No, thank you. I don't want any of those bloody Roman contrivances.
Well, you didn't even look at them. They are quite delicious. Just take a look. Take a look. And I just want to, like, put them really close. Like, really in their space.
As you do that...
Almost in their mouth.
As you do that, they recoil slightly and then they kind of roll their eyes. And it's like, fine, give me some candied nuts then. And one of the other ones pipes up. Actually, I'll take some as well, please. So...
My sibling has the paperwork here. They'll get you started on it.
Yes. And they start signing it off, and they keep muttering under their breath about bloody Romans and Roman contrivances. And to be fair, you two don't like the Romans either, honestly. Except
we didn't have born here.
Yeah. Except for the fact that, like, they have the they bought an aqueduct and sanitation and education and roads and wine and.
Well, the wine.
I like the old ways better.
The wine, though, is pretty decent.
But you do get the impression that these people might be part of a certain rebel or terrorist group that's anti-Roman, and you get the distinct impression that maybe if you talk to them a little bit more, you might be able to figure out who they are and whether you can help. Of course, you don't have to.
What brings you to the Colosseum today? Other than our delicious snacks, of course. My accent's all over the place.
Yeah, you're fine.
I don't think anyone has a consistent accent.
I didn't even want to have an accent in the first place, and it just started, so... Just a Monty Python default.
We're just having a meeting, that's all.
At the Colosseum?
You both said that at the same time. I think.
Go ahead.
It's pretty much...
Well, it was totally intentional.
It was.
Tell me something. Do you hate the Romans?
Do I eat the Romans?
Hate the Romans. Hate the Romans.
They're okay, I guess. I would eat one if I was hungry, like if I had to, or if they asked really nicely.
And with that, he looks at Theo. It's like, is your sibling mad?
Of course not. Why would you ask me such a question?
I'm actually pretty.
They want to eat the Romans. That's why.
No, you said you would like to eat the Romans, and she just said that she would do it if she was hungry. I think you're a little bit confounded there.
Damn it, Donna! I need to check the book for something, and you are on my arm. Oh, I'm gonna let this ride without worrying about rolling dice right now.
What are these dice you speak of?
Buy these.
Actually, the Roman dice. So
to say, sponsored by Canadian Dice. In the corner of the freaking screen, Canadian Dice have peers up. Peers up.
Yeah, thanks for
make
Canadian Dice.
You
should.
Yeah, you should.
Also, just keep in mind, the head of Light Entertainment is watching, and you know what one of his triggers is. You might be getting a little, and just as a friendly whole warning, you may be getting close to triggering one of those triggers because you're not doing something.
Theo, do you?
What half of them are.
I feel like some kind of hole is watching us.
Mm-hmm.
A hole from
you think
where?
it has anything to do with? You think that has anything to do with that guy from that hill that one time with Mom, like earlier?
Today, you mean? That one time
Sure.
that was today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was spouting a lot of words really loud. Like the Pope. The Pope does that, right? He spouts words really loud.
I don't even know what a Pope is, but yeah, the Jeezy Crazy guy.
We gotta show you what a Pope is. Their little sibling.
I don't know if I'm old enough for that.
We're 30.
Yeah, that's at least like 33.
Okay.
You
fair.
also know that your mother chastises the both of you for always talking about sex.
Oh, that tracks.
Yeah, I mean that like Jeezy Crazy guy up on the hill though, like that was probably important or something, right?
Well, he sure didn't like the Romans, did he?
I don't know. He said a lot of things about like loving people, so.
But all people, or people that aren't the Romans? We're just saying all this in front of that group.
Yeah, this is just fully, probably at very loud volume as well.
And
Totally.
the head of this little group kind of hushes you and leans and says, look, okay, I get it. You hate the Romans. Fine. We're the People's Front of Rhydea. Don't confuse us with the Rhydean People's Front. Those skimmers.
What about the back?
The People's Back of Rhydea. Who the hell are they?
It's got a nice ring to it. It's got a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Yeah, can we be them?
I call it. People's Back Ride Ya.
New band name. Sweet.
Cool. High five.
Did we just invent that?
Yeah, we did.
And this man introduces himself as Reginald, brother Reginald.
Oh, who are you brother to?
These are my siblings, Judith, Lorelia, and Ed.
Ed.
Yes.
Nice simple name.
Libidine is like, this is my sibling, and like pokes directly into Theo's nose. not like looking, just like happens to go right there.
They just nod.
Doesn't even try to move.
And Reg looks at you and says, "We might have a job for you two."
Oh,
We have a job.
I was gonna say, what time does that start? Because we still have this job to do. So.
Oh, it'll
what time
start.
does that
It'll
job
start later this evening.
Okay. What time? What place? Is it after dinner? Will there be
Yeah,
snacks?
it's after
there be
dinner.
some wine?
It's after dinner. Bring your own snacks.
I was gonna watch early. I mean, that's when my shows are.
What the hell is
I
a
would
telly?
rather. I'd rather come if there was snacks. What about wine? Will there be wine?
No, but there'll be paint.
Oh.
I guess we could huff that.
Great minds think alike.
Just Charlie Day covered in like silver paint.
Yep. And the place, the Imperial Palace.
Yeah, I don't like that place very much.
Aren't there guards there?
Yes.
Are we eating the Romans now?
How do we get an invite into the palace?
Oh, you
Do
won't be
have,
going.
like,
You won't be going inside. You'll be staying outside.
Ew, that doesn't sound very fun.
I mean, we do that anyway. Like every day. We're outside of it right now.
We're outside right now. I don't know. It sounds like a pretty boring job.
How much are we getting paid? Because we're already doing it, obviously.
Well, don't tell them that. You gotta leave them a little mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to haggle.
You're better at the tease than I am.
Yeah. So how much are we getting paid?
50 shekels.
50 what?
Shekels.
Shekels.
Is it like a one-time payment, or can we get like 50 now and then 50 later, and get that in writing?
Are you trying to alter the deal?
I usually prefer to deal in eggs, personally. So can we throw some eggs in there? As long as they're fresh.
Yes.
How many
I'll
eggs?
give you a carton of 12 fresh eggs.
Wow. Deal.
That seems awfully low. I say
12 eggs?
after you said deal.
They seem to think 12 is a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Like
jelly
between.
beans?
Do you know how many things you can get with eggs nowadays? Lots and lots of things. You can eat eggs,
Omelets?
you can trade eggs, you can throw eggs, you can roll eggs down the hill, you can like paint your eggs, and they just keep listing off uses for eggs.
Just like Bubba in Forrest Gump, but with eggs.
Yeah.
And in response to the comment about jelly beans, yes, I'll give you a packet of jelly beans as well.
Ooh, I like those.
I just made that up. I didn't even know those were a thing, but this is a great deal.
Yes, I got them from a trader calling himself Jellicus Bellicus.
I also do think that they're Roman though. But that's okay. They probably still taste good.
And so, as the negotiation continues, and you no doubt accept the deal at some point, after haggling incessantly because that is the way of the land.
Honestly, we're not even haggling. We're just rambling. Like we're just saying.
I haggle us 12 eggs, so.
A pack of jelly beans.
Libidine is just saying words, and that's their contribution
Fair.
to like every deal that we've ever made. Just saying random words and it things better somehow.
You find out that your job for the night is to sneak out to the Imperial Palace and write "Romans go home" in Latin on one of the major statues outside of it.
Do we speak Latin? Can we write Latin?
You can write Latin poorly.
Okay.
Well, we are poor, so that tracks.
I mean, not anymore. I got 12 eggs.
And a packet of jelly beans.
I would like to write a song about how I procured 12 eggs today. That's pretty exciting, I think. I think Theo would be pretty stoked on that arrangement.
I'll allow it.
And the background, the background of the song is just Libidine mumbling about jelly beans while like sucking on one for a super long time.
Yeah, you gotta make it last.
Yeah, like there's no flavor by the time that she's done with it.
In fact,
It's
in
just a
fact,
sugar death.
yeah. In fact, you've also sucked all the color out of it, and it's now just a clear-looking
Sugar
bean
disc.
thing.
Yeah.
Sugar
It just looks
bean.
like they're eating a gray booger at this point.
Aw, sugar bean.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll be there. We'll come put some paint on the walls or whatever you said. That sounds like a pretty easy job. I'll do just about
Excellent.
anything for 12 eggs, honestly, so.
Excellent. This is our hideout. Come to
Right,
us
when
right
the
here,
job's done.
right here.
The Colosseum?
We're in the middle of the street.
No,
This is your hideout?
no. He pulls out. No, blasted! You talk too soon. Goodness! And he pulls open his robe and hands you a tablet with it chiseled with the address chiseled into it.
So like an iPad.
Yes.
Great.
It's the
Okay.
first iPad.
Yes.
You're welcome. That was a terrible joke. I know.
Unfortunately, and apparently the Roman scribes are bringing out the iPad Maximus at some point. More
room.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the iPad Minimus for those of you who need to store something a little bit smaller in your robes or what have you.
Speaking of Maximus and Minimus, in case people didn't know, because I was just trying to come up with a name, Libidine Maximus actually means lust is important in Latin.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
Does it mean maximum libido? That's more what it sounds like.
I mean, basically the same thing. Lust is important, maximum libido.
Those are different thoughts, but I get what you're saying.
Same general vibe.
Yeah, same general vibe. I'll give you that one.
So, now that the deal is struck, you go home for the night. You have dinner with Mother. You don't
What's
mention.
for dinner?
What do you have for dinner?
A jelly, obviously.
Yes, jelly beans.
Eggs.
Jelly beans and some fried eggs.
Yum. With the jelly beans on top
Yes.
as garnish.
Yes.
But like one each.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. We're eating like kings tonight, Mother.
One egg and one jelly bean.
It's got protein.
True.
And carbs and
Yeah,
and vitamins.
All of the necessary foods.
I do love protein in all kinds of forms.
No comments.
I said what I said. I know what I did.
No comments. Anyway, she seems
laughing.
for once, your mother seems actually pleased that you actually managed to earn your keep. After
Rude.
yeah, unfortunately, later on in the evening, a Roman soldier comes in and she ushers the two of you out. And you managed to grab the 2 pots of paint that Reginald and the rest of the people's front of Rydea gave you.
And the jelly bean, obviously.
Yes, and take the rest of the packet of jelly beans for a snack. And if Theo wants to take any eggs to eat raw eggs on the way or something, that's also a possibility.
I think I'm gonna leave them at home. No, I'm gonna leave. Let's see, we ate 3, so I'm gonna leave 6 of them at home and take 3 with me in case of emergency. They're my.
You're just gonna
emergency
suck on it like it's a jawbreaker.
No, get that out of your mouth. Right now, you could break it.
Your mother turns around as you're leaving and says, "You mind your business." You see that
That's the only business I know how to mind, Mother.
she and as you look as she says this and looks back at you, she's kneeling before this Roman.
Oh, she's getting some protein too.
My God, dude. Well, we better be on our way.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's so you two head out, and the streets are clear. There's no beggars, no brigands. Another good things the Romans have done for Rydea.
But before we get too far, can I use my enchanting ability on that Roman soldier?
Yes. What are you trying to do?
Maybe like scare them off, like make them change their mind.
How are you doing that?
Magically. Like probably make them. I guess scared of something in the house.
Yes.
Like not in a way that they would go get the other soldiers and come and like hurt us or our mother, but like just enough that it would scare him off and not make him want to come back.
Okay. You can make a sorcery check and tell me how it goes.
Okay. So the one that's like in brackets is the one that I would use, right?
Yes. Let me look at them.
Okay.
Thing real quick. I might have to. I can't because of the cameras. No, wait. I have something for this. It might black out the screen temporarily while I call up the character sheet, so it helps me too. Yes, the one that's currently in brackets is the one. Is your starting level. So for you, that is a D10.
Sweet.
And you would
get
you get to add +2 to this because you have a pointy hat.
Oh, snazzy.
I mean, you could look at it. You can't wear it though. That is a 6.
Is that adding your +2?
Yeah.
He's definitely scared of something, all right. There's a dead bird. Like, you know, the mum was preparing for dinner or for breakfast the next morning, and he looks at it, and he gets horrified, and immediately runs out of the house without pulling up his tunic.
Is he vegan?
Yes.
That's why.
I almost feel bad, but now we have breakfast.
It's a Roman. You feel bad? You feel bad for a Roman?
I said almost. But I mean, we have breakfast now. That's really what matters. Mm-hmm. Eggs and dead bird.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Vague dead bird, non-specific.
Yes. It might be something that was pining for the fjords. That's a Monty Python reference for those of you who don't know.
I didn't know.
Now you do. Okay, so because the streets are pretty safe at night thanks to Roman patrols and stuff, you don't encounter any patrols on your way because who attacked the Imperial Palace, right?
Right.
But you do see that one. You know, you do see the that one soldier who was coming to your mother for servicing. Flee off into the night with no, no underwear on.
We're supposed to be wearing underwear?
Apparently.
Sounds fake. I don't like that rule.
No one told me that. We wear underwear at this job? That costs extra.
That's at least another 4 eggs.
So you get to the statue, and it is a statue of the legate for this area, for Rodea, and the surrounding environs. And you have your paint buckets and your paint brushes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we gotta paint the grand Lego.
I like walk up to it like with a flourish, and I'm, kind of pretending like I'm holding a sword or something, and I just like, it's like all kinds of random strokes and paintbrushes and whatnot.
Libidine's like, can you do those sound effects again? Because I don't think I am doing it right.
You gotta really bring it up in the front of the mouth. You like open your mouth from the inside and then blow air out. And you got it.
Yep. Oh, yep.
No, you need to work on it some more, I think.
Sorry, I don't have your natural technique.
That's right. I am a professional after all.
It's what you got from your dad.
Medium competence.
Let me see if there's a... Yes, there we go. There's my list of traits. I would like you both to make me a subtlety check, please. Make sure you check to see where you get bonuses or penalties from your various items.
I don't know if I do. I know how to do that.
Okay, remind me real quick where the items are, because I'm totally drawing
they
blank.
are the accoutrements in the item stat block. So like where it says sorcery and it says accoutrement and accoutrement stats, that's what I'm talking about. So like
Gotcha.
yeah, if you don't see subtlety listed,
right,
it's the D4. You're rolling a straight D4.
Okay, so I have a -1 to subtlety from my pointy hat, but I have a +2 to subtlety from my poison ring.
So you get a +1 overall.
Making sure I don't have anything. Yeah, no, that's it. So.
Yep. And you're
I got
rolling
a 1.
You got a 1?
You got a 1?
I did.
We'll deal with that in a second.
Yay!
I gotta remember
that's a demerit.
Yay! I did a thing.
Somehow the one who is good at art is not so good at art now. Or at least not subtle art.
Right,
that is
I'm not subtle.
11.
You can hear armor, the clanking of armor boots in the distance. Now, we have a problem. Kayla got a 1. So in this system, lovely ladies, gents, and those who identify as both or neither, that's called a demerit. It's called something special, but we're going to stick with botch. And when you botch a roll in Monty Python, 2 things happen. 1, you move down to the next lowest category of dice, so you get worse in that ability overall, unless you're already at a D4, in which case you're just fucked. And secondly, you get a demerit. Now, I am Cardinal Jimenez of Spain, and I can start punishing players, or rather the participants, as soon as they get 1 demerit.
Yikes.
So guess what time it is? I'm going to find
time?
It's punishment time, or what we call a befuddlement.
Is this when the spankings come?
Maybe. Depends on which one I roll. So I get to roll a D30 without my lovelies here seeing, and I will tell them what happens. And roll a die, 30 sided dice. And stop. That's a 9. What is that on my book?
Probably something great.
Cardinal Biggles. Yeah. Cardinal Jimenez's second in command, Cardinal Biggles, suddenly appears next to you two.
Okay.
And begins poking you, specifically you, Theo, with 2 well-stuffed torture cushions, demanding a confession.
Torture cushions?
Torture cushions! Well,
What's that
well,
mean?
stuffed torture cushions.
I would like to magically
Oh.
banish the cardinal.
Give me a sorcery check. How are you doing this? How are you banishing the cardinal?
So I had this kind of in mind and didn't tell anybody until just now. Because they use any pronouns and they're an enchanter, I feel like Libidine just has like a void instead of genitals. And so I just like pull up my toga and then the void sends them somewhere else.
Intercourse the dice. No dice roll required. Automatic success.
I love it. I love it.
You just see this red-robed cardinal get sucked into the black hole. That is Libidine's non-existent genitalia.
Well, they
Oh,
exist.
yeah.
They're just
They
they're
exist.
just
They're just
in the
void.
fist. Yeah.
The void that is Libidine
Yeah.
genitalia.
The lust void. Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
I will not make you reset I will not make you reset the relevant stat to a D4. It would have been authority, but I will make you take one bit of loony damage as you both not only get tortured by the cardinal for a little bit, but also see him get sucked into your siblings' genitals.
Oh, so a little loonier now.
So you've gone a little bit more mad.
Okay.
But and for those
So let me ask you a question about the demerits. Does that stay permanently?
Nope. It
Okay,
burned.
so it's like done.
Yep,
Okay.
it's done.
Gotcha. Okay.
Other heads of like
And I'm a
entertainment,
little loony.
yeah. Other personas have a higher limit before they hit the table, hit you with the table. But Jimenez is the Spanish Inquisition, so it's a 1 or more.
Because
If
you
you
never
get,
know
if
when
yeah,
they're gonna show up.
because you never know when the Spanish Inquisition is going to show up.
I do hate being hit with tables.
Yes.
One of my least favorite things to be hit with. One of.
But Libidine, you do hear the sort of clanking of armored boots. Not approaching, but they are. Someone's on patrol around the edge of the palace.
Hey, there's somebody coming, and I don't think that they're coming for my hole.
I'm not quite finished yet. We didn't even get started on the words. I was only painting the background after all. An artist never leaves their work undone.
Oh, I just painted the testicles.
Well, that's a good job, but you know, we're supposed to write words or something.
I know how to do those.
Theo, you also
We better
strongly
get a move on.
you also strongly suspect that your sibling might want to draw a pair of tits on there as well, just for effect while you're doing the words.
Yeah,
I think that's a great addition. I think that would look stellar, actually.
blue balls and some tits.
Perfect combination. Which one's which? Who knows?
Hang on, I have a soundboard thing for this. Where is it?
The blue balls spread through my entire body.
Oh my god.
That is Dagoff.
Weirdly specific.
That is Dagoff from Elder Scrolls Morrowind saying that the blue balls spread through his entire body. For those of you who don't know,
I don't remember that part.
It's an AI generated thing. As you two are still working on your mural of defacing the Imperial Palace, you're not sure at this point whether it's vandalism or a mural. The sound of boots gets a little bit louder, and it's now starting to come towards you.
Guess we should probably get a move on then. Have you finished drawing your tits?
Oh, I've got to get the areola right, but yes, basically.
That is very important. I'll give you some more time.
And,
Is there some sort
okay.
of like distraction I could build to kind of slow the guards down before they get too close to be able to see us?
You could. What are you thinking? Like, you've got
Jeez, I don't-
paint, you can steal the scaffolding around, there's stone, obviously. You got all sorts of materials, and you got paint and stuff, so you can probably come up with something, you think?
I kind of want to really just like quickly put together out of like the stone and some of the bushes nearby and like some paint, a crude like mannequin person, and like kind of stand them up further away from us up on the like walkway. So that way when the guards come, that's who they'll see first.
Is there anything special about this crude mannequin?
They have a lopsided smile on their face.
I'm gonna say that while your sibling is finishing up the areola, that you managed to do that
Oh yeah.
and
Okay.
distract there's a centurion and 2 guards coming along,
I've got them posed. Like this.
and
Mannequin.
um
It's in the likeness of my muse, by the way. Polyhymnia. Looks just like her.
It's a good one.
well, the 3 Romans are, despite the somewhat crude facsimile, they are enamored with the mannequin, and um it's taken the form of a muse, it is distracted them to the point where they are enamored with it, possibly slightly lustful after the damn mannequin, and they're all trying to ask it out and arguing with the centurion trying to pull rank.
I feel like after finishing up the areola, which by the way, they are like almost 3-dimensional in appearance.
Wow.
It's very lifelike. Libidine also gets a little bit distracted by the muse for a second.
And as you get distracted, the Romans realize it's a ruse. Because one of them knocks into the mannequin as they're fighting and realizes that it was just made out of like bush and wood and stone.
No, he is very bushy.
Natural look.
Yeah, all natural.
All natural. Yes.
She's just a little stiff because she's awkward.
I'm assuming you're saying that to me and not to the Romans.
Yeah. Well, no, to the Romans. To the Romans.
Oh, you don't say anything to them. They're gonna see us. That's the whole point.
And they look down. They look down at the 2 of you, and then
shit.
look at the
Look at me
paintings.
today.
And look at the paintings you've been doing.
Oh, we
and
better
come
go.
down.
We better get out of here.
No,
Let's go.
too
Come
late.
on.
They surround you.
No.
It was someone else.
Oh.
We just got here and we were checking out this fine lady.
Libidine, you just cost us a lot of eggs.
Oh, we've already got the eggs.
What if we could have got more eggs? I like elbow her.
Now, what's all this then? Oi, what's this supposed to say?
I can't read.
Why don't you tell us?
It's Latin. You should know your Latin.
We should. You're right.
I'm too poor to know how to read.
This says, "Go home, Romans." The grammar is fucking terrible. Oh, no, this will not do.
I'm pretty sure it says go for Gromans.
I do love whoring and gromans.
Mm-hmm.
And as you mentioned, whoring, the centurion's eyes are drawn towards the more lewd and lascivious drawings.
Never heard of her.
I think that's our cousin.
And they're transfixed. The Romans are transfixed at the various lewdness.
Tapes.
Yes.
Libidine is just gonna like grab Theo's hand and then run.
Okay. And the Romans the Romans are distracted for a little bit longer, especially by your three-dimensional areola, and they then don't seem to have noticed that you two have managed to escape.
Thank God. You gotta be more careful there, brother.
Maybe you shouldn't make such sexy statues.
Well, you can't just be going and spouting out all of our plans to everybody, otherwise we won't be able to do the plans. That's the marching order here.
Got it. Just salutes.
You two managed to sneak back into your house and managed to sleep soundly until the morning, when there is a pretty heavy knock at the door. Your mother goes to answer it, and she's like, all right, keep your chin on. And she opens the door, and there's a squad of Roman soldiers outside. And she's like, oh, gentlemen, I wasn't expecting you for another couple of hours. Why are you here? We're not here for your services, woman. The centurion from last night comes forward. We're here for the two vandals that
You have to service all of them?
that defaced the statue of the prelate, of the legate last night. We know they're here. How do you know they're here? They were here sleeping the whole night. Because their paint buckets were leaking, and they left a trail of paint all the way when they ran all the way home. Now turn them over. Or maybe you would like your little operation here exposed, and for you to be thrown in the stocks as well.
I don't think that would suit you very well, now would it?
Do you say that out loud to the centurion?
I do, yes.
We're both extremely intelligent.
Yes. And he just looks, he says, oi, you watch it. Now, come quietly. We're going to take you to go and see the legate himself.
What if I want to come loudly?
Yeah, I actually can't come quietly. Physically impossible. The abyss makes a lot of sound.
What are you, some kind of witch?
No.
Never.
Oh, good, because then we'd have to,
Burn him?
Yes.
Wait, if I'm
I heard that witches float.
could I get stoned?
Yes, and then we'll burn you.
I'll allow it. Yeah, I'm a witch.
And he shakes his head, and you two get grabbed by burly Roman soldiers.
Absolutely no consent. This is just terrible. Terrible manners.
And one of them claps you round the back of the head. If you don't shut up, we'll burn you before we stone you.
Oh, well, if you're going to be rough, that's a different matter. I'm into that.
Consent still, though. Please.
True.
They take you to the palace, through the streets. With you
Is
two...
our art still up?
Fun? Yes, oh yeah. It's still up. They haven't found someone to clean it off yet.
It looks great in the daylight.
As we walk by, Vietnam's just like, I drew those tits super loudly to anyone.
You get some you get some oohs and ahs and applause. You also get some
Wow.
disgusted looks. And
Plot.
the Centurion looks at you. Is that a confession there that I hear?
No, no. They already confessed to being a witch. That's more than enough.
Yeah, I don't even know how to read. So how can I confess?
That's logic.
You see the Centurion's brain disconnect and go into a death spiral with that logic, and he just kind of makes disconnecting sounds before he reboots, and he just orders.
Can I magically like enhance that and just make him extra confused?
Yes, but keep in mind he's not the one holding you, so confusing him is all. Oh no, that could help. Okay,
I mean, at least I'm being held. At least I'm being held. That's the important thing.
Yeah, make me a sorcery check, and we'll see.
No one else will do it for you.
Yeah, I tried. Ooh, that is some math. That is 11.
So the disconnect definitely lasts longer, and as he stops because he's having this mental disconnect thanks to your poor logic, he the other legionaries kind of look at each other, let go of the two of you to go and try and snap the Centurion out of it.
Oh shit, let's go. I grab Libidine's hand, and this time I guide them as we run.
So, unfortunately, you were just
Oh.
about inside the Imperial Palace as
Shit.
it's okay. You're not. There's not. There are only like bureaucrats and stuff looking as you run on. However, you manage to run past the legate's main room, and he's sitting on this marble throne. And you two start. You two are just boarding through. And he stands up as these two ruffian 30-year-old half siblings are running around the palace. He's like, guards, seize them, seize them.
Are we? How close are we to the legate?
Close enough that you could throw something at him or cast a spell if you're looking to cast a spell.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, like I assume that I probably have some kind of spell components, being an enchanter.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna throw them right in his eyes, magically.
If you're doing it magically, that's definitely going to be sorcery again. And the only reason I'm having you do so many sorcery rolls is because it's the one type of thing I have to actually ask you to roll for, because botching and stuff. So
right.
if you are magically throwing this sand, which is absolutely fine, I need a sorcery check.
It's a 6.
It splatters against this chest plate,
Mm.
and then explodes into glitter and disappears.
Came too soon. Hate when that happens.
But either way, there are now guards chasing you as you head up this staircase. Because Theo is doing the right thing and trying to lead you out of danger. And clearly your attempt to stop the legates didn't work.
Question, is the Benny Hill theme playing right now?
Yes. Yes, the Benny Hill film is absolutely playing as you go up this staircase. You see...
Am I able to maybe quicken our pace a little bit by writing a little jig?
Yes.
Something like fast on one of my instruments, and inspire us to run faster.
Yes, you can.
Great. What would you like me to do?
Tell me...
Musicianship?
Yeah, musicianship. Musicianship would be a good role. What style of jig are you going for? Like, is there a particular kind of? Is it more?
Irish river dance.
Yes, there we
Is
go.
style.
Perfect.
Everyone knows
Right.
you run faster when you're doing Riverdance.
Obviously, yes. I'm going to roll a d16. Oh, do I get a plus to that? I do. Okay, so it's a 17.
Damn.
Wait,
No, that's a lie. It's a 15.
Should have just gone with the 17.
No, it was a lie. Out
Did-
of 16, though.
Did you max out?
No.
No. Dang.
You're lying to Romans, so it's allowed.
No, I'm lying to the
The hole in the
light.
sky.
Yes, the hole in
Yeah.
the sky.
And they see all, so I gotta
Yes.
be careful about that.
It's very effective. Not only do you two start running quickly, but the Romans behind you grab their ears because it's Celtic music, and the Romans hate Celts. They find this music highly distasteful and stop chasing you for the time being.
I just have this mental image of both of us doing the river dance, but like also being propelled magically somehow.
That's what
It's like we're gliding instead of running.
Yes, you're clearly gliding up these stairs until you realise that these stairs are under construction, and you're going so damn fast that you don't notice it until you're already falling through the air. Yes,
shit.
you basically went off the last step and you started falling. However, as you start falling to your deaths, suddenly you hear the whooshing of some kind of flaming thing, by your standards, coming behind you. And the next thing you know is you are in a very odd metal box with weird metal wires and cabling and all sorts. And in front of you are two very odd looking people who are basically blobs with an eye stalk, with a single eye. And they look at you, look at each other, and then look at you again and go, "Rhubarb, rhubarb, blancmange, rhubarb."
If I had a nickel for every time a flaming thing came behind me and I ended up in a metal box, I'd have 2 nickels.
I want to pull out one of my eggs and say, "Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?"
They look at the
And just-
egg.
Just hand them an egg.
They look at the egg and
I'm gonna put a jelly bean on top of it.
they look at it. They look at it with great
Rolled
interest.
off, though.
They look at it with great interest, and they pop it in. One of them pops it in the mouth, and then nods
Oh.
and says, "Rhubarb, rhubarb," and they go back to piloting. What you don't. Okay, your characters don't know this, but you two as players know you're in a spaceship, and now it's heading up into outer space. Unfortunately, the ship, the metal box, starts to shake and rattle, and weird alarm sounds going off. Like, to you two, they sound like birds being strangled or something. But they are klaxons.
I just whisper to Theo, like really, really loudly over the alarms. They're obviously sorcerers too.
I think you're right. We should ask them to show us their powers.
And they do start showing you their powers as they start juking and rolling the ship because you're being pursued by an Imperial pursuit vessel, not Roman.
Oh, shit.
But they're being pursued by the Blancmange.
Imperial.
They are being pursued by the Blancmange Empire.
Does it conveniently look like a chariot, though?
Yes. It's enclosed because otherwise you would be dead from atmospheric asphyxiation. But
That's fake.
yeah, so that's false. That's fake news. But you do see another chariot of fire behind you, shooting green lasers. Again,
Well-
the green bolts of light to you, but when one hits your chariot, it shakes it suddenly, and the two pilots exclaim, and they seem to be trying to do something. They're clearly running away from this other chariot.
Brother, at least that hole isn't watching us any longer. We can be as naughty as we choose.
That's true. Everyone knows holes can't see wherever we are.
They're not infinite like your void.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. I'm glad
I
to
like
settle that.
look at my void real quick.
I look too. Yep.
I'm hitting you with demerit on the grounds of blasphemy, heresy, and other naughtiness as defined by the Pope.
Oh man.
Because you spoke
Alright.
blasphemy about the whole the whole not being able to watch you, and you looked at your balls, or your void, in public. The only reason you didn't get the reason you didn't
Definitely
get
the first time.
yeah. So I'm kind of
So we both got one.
no. I'm just
Okay.
giving you one joint one, and just because you
okay.
were chattering, I'm not going to give you two.
I heard the hole was using its joint.
Two demerits would be an extravagance. That was a Blackadder quote, not Monty Python. I know my British humour clearly. That was oh no, I'm re-rolling that. I like that one on the other hand. So although actually, do you know what? We'll keep both because I can do something with the second one that actually ties really well into this.
I'm terrified now.
Yes.
Yes, they say.
So, yes. So, as you mentioned the lack of a hole in the sky watching you, a black hole opens up, and down comes...
There it is.
Yes, and down comes a red-robed hand with like gold rings and things, and you strongly suspect that this is the hand of the one they call the Pope. Or maybe the Pope's boss, you're not sure. And as it comes down, it makes a flicking sign, and then flicks the back of your chariot back towards Earth, and and the aliens start screaming in their language that they've now lost control of the ship and it's going to crash. However, the pursuing chariot, which would normally at that point probably try to destroy you because you're out of control, also gets flicked and gets sent flipping end over end into the cosmos.
So we helped.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
We
Did
won.
a good thing.
Technically, I rolled a 2 and a 30. The 2 was the finger of God, and technically that would kill one of you. But we're going to have fun. We're going to do something a bit more fun. And the 30 is the Cardinal is shopping for aftershave, but I figured, hey, I rolled maximum. I might as well just kill the Blancmange Empire fighter thing. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I call it a TIE fighter, but I'm trying to think of a better dessert fighter name.
I love how we physically and like metaphorically went so far off the rails because we went off of the staircase and then into fucking space.
Into space. Literally into space.
Welcome to
And
Monty
then
Python.
the hand of God came down and flicked us back to Earth.
Fingered us back to Earth.
Really hard.
Some people are into that.
Mm-hmm.
Or so I've been told. I don't know.
I mean, to each their own. Okay. So, as your ship is starting to crash land and careen towards Earth, it passes over the city of Rhydea and into the desert, and it plows right into the desert. Unfortunately, both the aliens are splattered. But after the smoke clears for a little bit, the two of you emerge somewhat unscathed. You look a bit burnt and a bit frazzled, so I will be taking 1 hit point off of each of you, which is your death status. So you'll go down one. Each of you will go down one of those. because yeah,
I'm not dead yet.
you're
Yeah,
not dead
each
yet.
of us goes down one.
Yeah,
That seems fair.
and at that point, we are going to take our break for the night, so we can. I would say try and compose ourselves, but I think we're relatively composed and we know what the fuck we're doing. So
We'll do the opposite of composing,
Yes.
whatever
We're
that
of
is.
sound, body, and mind.
yes, we'll just get even sillier and turn and go even more off the rails. So we will see you in a few minutes.
Gross.
Anyway, it was a poor choice, but I didn't have anything else.
We're talking about drinking, folks, because this is definitely the kind of game where you probably want to have a drink and get very silly.
Because we never get silly without drinks.
Exactly.
That's right.
So welcome back. Just as a reminder, this program is brought to you by Canadian Dice and the Vak-tar-ee shop. go buy capitalism. Woo!
Also, pretty sure this is rated I for immature.
Yes. Viewer discretion is absolutely advised. Okay. So the ship of the blobby aliens crashes, and you two emerge. Mostly none the worse for wear. You are kind of looking scorched and a bit beaten up and a bit harrowed from the experience of suddenly being in the middle of interstellar combat and being flicked by the finger of the Pope.
Theo, you had eggs, right?
Hmm?
You still had some eggs, right?
Hopefully they didn't get
Yes,
squashed
yes.
in the fall.
I'm going to say those eggs were fine.
Oh,
Well,
thank God.
Since we got toasted, are they cooked now? Can
They're
we
hard-boiled.
put these blobby aliens on there like some jam?
I think you broke Sophia with that one.
Yeah.
You broke me for a second
We
too.
now we are eating aliens and hard-boiled eggs.
It's better than eating Romans.
I don't
mean,
know about
yeah.
that.
If they asked nicely, I would.
Yes, the eggs have become hard boiled. They are still a little bit soft in the middle in case you somehow managed to find bread for soldiers. And yes, you can eat part of the aliens, and in fact, I'm going to make it so that you both regain 1 hit point from eating the
Ooh.
aliens.
Are they jelly bean flavored?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what their flavor is.
Okay.
So I'll save some jelly beans then because I already got that flavor.
I feel like jelly bean flavor is like chicken flavor. It's like universal. Like everything just tastes like jelly bean. The way everything just tastes like chicken.
Yeah. Also, Libidine is like 100% not physically but psychologically addicted to jelly beans now.
Noted.
Yeah.
I'm going to make make a note on Libidine. Addiction to jelly beans. If does not consume, give 1 loony point. Got it. If you fail to consume jelly beans in a relative time frame, I would inflict a loony point against you.
I feel like she's just going to like scoop up as much of these aliens goo as she can and put it in her pockets. Not like in a container, just in her pockets.
Okay. It starts leaking out everywhere a little bit, but
yeah. It's just like green goo down my thighs. It is a very short toga.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
As you leave the wreckage of the ship, you do see like a little hole. Not me, not someone in a red cardinal's hat or anything. But you see like a pit, not very big, and there is a man down there, with extremely long grey hair and a beard, and he's just kind of silently rocking back and forth while staring at the ship that just crash next to his hole.
Well met. How are we doing this fine day? I'm not sure what that means. Can you use your words, please, sir? No words. Okay, is this some sort of game?
For those of you
Let's see.
For those of you who are listening on the podcast, I am making gestures of
Right.
I am making
Thank
gestures
you for
of
clarifying.
no. I'm making gestures of no. Points, go away, go away, go away, go away. By pointing in a random direction on the screen.
Libidine is just gonna like scream at them, be like, "Oi, use your words."
When you yell at him, he flips you the bird.
I'm gonna flip him
Double
the
bird
void.
effect.
Oh, wow.
What did you flip at him?
Void. The
The void.
void. The void is his ultimate weapon now.
Do I issue a demerit for public nudity, or do I let this go? I'm gonna let this one go because it's.
Or
because
a
it's-
merit for creativity.
I'm going to say yes. He just flips, Libidine just flips her toga up, and shows in the void, and he just stares.
And when you flip it up, I say this is Pope approved.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm actually at that point. I'm actually
you go.
going to give you a freaking merit for that. So, a merit.
Thanks for the idea.
Those of you who are again listening, watching, merits are the opposite to demerits. If our players cash in a merit, I believe it lets you re-roll. I will double check that, but it will let you re-roll one dice, one test. It might be an auto pass. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, it's a good thing. So
I mean, I know where my code is.
yeah, Rick currently has a merit for flipping the void.
Me, not my character.
Yeah. So he just kind of stares into the void until you drop the toga, assuming you do drop the toga eventually.
No, I think it just gets shorter.
Yeah, the void
like,
is just kind
cinch
of
it up.
hanging out the side.
Yeah, and her ass.
It's like those booty shorts.
Yeah, but it's all booty.
And it's
Just-
a toga.
You get a hint of void, but all booty.
Eventually, as this scene continues to unfold, actually, Theo, what are you doing while your sibling is doing the whole void shenanigans?
I'm still trying to process this guy's hand signals. I think it's some kind of game. So I'm trying to think what he's trying to convey to me, and I have no idea that it's negative.
Oh,
I would
bollocks
imagine.
to it all! You're driving me nutty with that weird black swirly thing between your legs. Ah! I've
that's
had
not
Oh,
I've had a vow of silence for 18 years,
wow.
and you come along
Wow.
in your bloody metal box, and you make me break it, and then you try to break my mind.
Well, that's a stupid vow. Why would you do that?
To stop me going mad, you imbecile!
Well, that
Theo and
doesn't
I
work
have
very well,
never
did
like
it?
Theo and I have never not talked for an entire minute of our lives.
I mean, at least 1 minute, but definitely not a full day. That sounds ridiculous. You gotta stretch the vocal cords. If you don't use them enough, you lose them. That's what they say.
Go away! This is my hole!
Yeah, really?
Mine!
This is my hole.
It is the Almighty's hole, actually. They look
yes.
down on all holes.
This is the hole of holes.
You
Kayla,
can't own a hole. What?
I'm just leasing. I'm
Kayla,
leasing.
I'm giving you a merit as well for the whole,
Yay!
the Almighty's whole line.
Yes, I did.
This is the Almighty's hole. You better hope nothing comes out of it. Which of the Almighty's
yeah.
holes is it? Anyway,
Also, which of us
That's the
should
question.
also which of us should be worried about what's coming out of the hole?
exactly.
Yeah.
Neither of you right now, because both of you are pleasing the cardinal. With your with your references to the Pope and faith. So you're both fine. Anyway, you two start to hear a commotion, and you start to see a large line of people coming out of the city towards the crash site, looking to see what the hell is going on. And then they stop as they notice the two of you all kind of burnt and, disheveled and voidy.
Holy,
Yeah,
you might
holy,
say.
yes, holy, one might say. And, are you the ones who crashed in that ship?
Yeah,
That's a boat? That's the ugliest boat I've ever seen.
they said ship.
Yeah, that means boat, right?
Well, there's a difference, you see. Boats, that could be like any vessel, but a ship is like a sailing vessel, often used for trading or pirating, and they go on another tangent again.
Yes, I think we were sky pirates out there in the dark sky, whatever you call that.
And they start to discuss among themselves, and then they say, "There, you are the saviors! You're the saviors that have come to take the Romans away from us! Saviors of the skies! Hallelujah!"
Oh, these Romans again. Why is it always the Romans?
These guys are not
Yeah.
Romans. These are very clearly dressed the same as you folks. They are natural-born Rydians, not Romans.
Oh yeah, no, they're more talking about like why is it always the Romans that people are talking about?
It's always the Romans. It always comes back to the Romans.
Yep.
What did we save you from again? I just refreshed my memory.
You're here to
Theo-
say... Go on, Rick.
It's like these men always have Rome on the brain. They just can't stop thinking about Rome,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's always the men too. It's
They
never the
always
women
want to talk about Rome.
taking down Rome, eating
Everything Rome has
Romans.
done for them.
And at that point, they say, my saviors, we have traveled very high, very long into this high mountaintop to come and converse with you and to learn your wisdom, but we are very hungry.
Oh.
Is there any food you can share with us?
I'm just gonna start scooping out goo from my pockets.
And one of them kind of comes forward and kind of dips a finger in it and puts it on the tongue. And it's like, oh, it's very sweet. Yes, this is good. This tastes like berries. Yes. And then there's suddenly a I think it tastes a little different for each person. This is alien goop after all. Maybe it's all in the mind. As they start to scrabble for it. Then one of the other men comes along and kind of lays down flat on the ground. Is like, young masters, I have a bald patch. Could you bless me, please?
Do you want to take this one?
Oh, sure. And I kind of like get them on their knees and like pull their head forward and like just start rubbing their bald spot in circles. And I mutter a prayer in broken Latin to the cardinal above, but I try and make it sound like it's a spell or something.
Are you attempting sorcery?
Oh god.
Are you?
I guess? Sure.
Okay, I need to check the rules on this real quick.
Libidine would like to just like smack them with all of their force right on the bald spot to try to assist.
Okay, I will figure out how assisting also works. I think you might be able to give Kayla advantage, honestly. But I need to look at sorcery. Sorceress offense. Okay, yeah. I think they changed it since Rick and I played. Yeah, there's no. I don't believe there's a penalty, but I'm gonna check enchanters as well because that seems a bit weird that they've changed that since the quick start.
There is no logic allowed. Absolutely no logic.
No. I'm gonna check the enchanter entry to make sure that
I feel like maybe it's just buffering whatever this effect is, and so Libidine is like looking kind of side-eyed at Theo, just like, what do we do now?
Okay.
Just keep up with it. It'll
So
work eventually.
That's the difference between the two of you. If Kayla attempts to do sorcery as Theo, first off, Kayla doesn't have it as a trait, so it's it's a D4 roll, and if you roll a 1 on this D4, it's not only is it a crit fail, but it's an automatic beshrew. So an automatic. It would actually be a double beshrew because.
But you do have a.
But you do
what is it?
You do thankfully have advantage on this, so you roll 2d4 and pick the highest.
All right, here we go. First one's a 3. Second one's a 3.
Nice.
So you do see the very slight sprouting of new hair, and Libidine, you see that your sibling is committing sorcery.
Yeah, I would like to assist with my slap.
Okay, you can roll your usual sorcery. Thankfully,
that is 9.
Yes. And it grows.
Oh wait, because I went up on this one, didn't I?
Yes.
What is that next dice? D12.
10? Oh.
It was already a 10.
Oh.
Can I just keep the first roll? Because it was better.
Sure. Just for shits and giggles.
It's a 9 instead of an 8.
Okay, I mean it's the split. That's literally splitting hairs way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And you have like your element is air, according to weird sorceress tests you did when you were a child. And after a small puff of like wind, this poor sod has a full head of hair again. And as he starts tapping and patting himself, he says, "It's a miracle! It's a miracle! They restored my hair!" And then this poor blind dude comes out of the pack. "They also restored my sight," when they clearly have not been restored, and they just go walking into the pit and fall over flat into the pit, which scares the poor.
On purpose. It did that on purpose.
Which scares the poor codger that's already in there, and he gets out and he starts raving naked. His hair is covering his bits and pieces, and his backside. His hair is covering his backside, his beard is covering his balls.
That's impressive.
That's very long.
And
he's very, very not well endowed.
Right.
And as you, as this scene plays out, some of the individuals that have come to worship the two of you have gone over to a nearby juniper bush to eat more berries. that they have seen, and you see the old cards of the old hermit start running over, kind of like John Wayne style, in a way,
Yeah.
and starts kicking at some of the worshippers. So while that's happening, the leader of this group turns to you two again and says, "Our saviors, give us a direction. What should we do?"
That way.
Go that way.
Just that way.
Okay.
Go collect some berries and bring them to my feet, and I shall tell you what to do next.
And at that point, all of them charge the juniper bushes and pick it clean, and then start bringing berries back to you and throwing them at your feet. However, the hermit comes after them and starts yelling and howling. "You crashed the metal box near me! You almost killed me! You made me break my vow of silence! And now you make them destroy my juniper bush! This is too much! This is too much! Put them up! Put them up!"
I would like to magically make him explode.
Whoa.
Before you can do that, the leader of the group starts yelling, "Unbeliever! Heretic! Cast out the unbeliever!" And then the group of people swarms him, picks him up, and starts hauling him off. Now, if you want to explode him at this point, you're still more than welcome, but there might be collateral damage.
That's a 13.
Oh.
It's like SeaWorld. They all get hit with the spray.
Yes. Yes, it is. And suddenly this old hermit explodes in a shower of blood and hair. And the folks in the immediate area get covered in it. And they say, our saviors are wrathful! They are wrathful! We must direct that wrath against the Romans!
These
What
guys get
happens
it.
when you disobey? Our power is mighty.
And we totally know what we're doing.
Libidine, what do we say about talking? Just don't do that out loud.
Yeah.
Right. That's good.
Anyway, the party kind of disperses because they're a little bit scared of you now, because they're scared that your wrath is going to affect them. But as they depart, two people stay behind. And this is where things get a little bit interesting. Theo, if you had to describe your love interest, what would they look like?
My what?
Love interest.
Ew.
You don't have to. If you can send them away if you.
I mean, Mom always told us that everybody has cooties.
Probably just like the most himbo man that you could imagine.
Okay.
Like Hercules.
Got it.
Like no thoughts, only muscles.
Gotcha. And how about Libidine?
Just a void.
Just a nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
So Hercules and the Void approach each of you, and we fade to black.
Oh. Wow. Was that our reward for being saviors?
Yes.
Ooh.
It comes with certain
I can get
perks.
used to this. Yeah.
You know, when one void and another void love each other very much, or casually meet in the desert.
They create a vacuum in space.
Well, in this case, you both wake up. Hercules is still there, cuddled up next to Theo.
Oh, Theo doesn't cuddle.
Okay, Theo doesn't cuddle. Fine. You could do what you like with Hercules in that case.
Put him off.
Push him off. Good.
It's like right in the face. Like no.
Yeah. No.
And
Done.
the other void has been absorbed into Libidine.
A massive void that I have
Yes.
That's how they get their power.
Yes.
It's by absorbing voids.
Yes. Clearly.
Libidine is a slut for voids.
Man,
Yes.
I can't blame them.
Absolutely. I was kind of hoping that Emily would be watching or listening because artwork, mate, potential artwork of this. Just
Maybe they'll watch after the fact.
yeah. I wonder what artwork she would do. Honestly,
The himbo in the
of this.
void.
But
Like a
then,
Disney movie.
but then, you two wake up in your separate parts of the one shared bedroom. But each of you have like a alcove with a curtain that can go over.
Yeah, soundproof curtain, great.
Yes,
Yeah.
the soundproof curtain.
That's why it's totally normal that Theo looks at my void all the time, because we'd have absolutely no privacy.
Yeah. So, as you two head out to the window, whether you're dressed or not is up to you. As you two head out to the window to see, because there's a bit of a commotion outside, and open the window, or windows. Each of you open one. It would be a bit weird for two. Yeah, I'm not going there. You see a huge assembled group of people, and they all start chanting in unison. Hail Theo! Hail Libidine! Saviors of the stars! Hail!
Oh,
Hail!
that's us. The saviors require some breakfast.
Also, I don't think it's hailing right now.
It's quite sunny, actually.
What breakfast do you require? Someone asks.
Fried egg with a jelly bean on top, please. Only the finest.
And waffles.
What are waffles?
Shh, let them figure it out.
And you see like one person run off to go and start going and fetching your breakfast. At that point, you hear like a hammering on the door, and your mother bursts in the room and says, "What the hell are you two doing? What the hell have you two been doing while I've been sleeping?" And she looks to her left.
Are we home?
She looks to her left and sees Hercules. Still in Theo's alcove. And then looks at Theo.
And Libidine just has like a massive void at this point.
Yeah. I knew it! I knew you two were up to no good!
No, we didn't do anything.
We were up to
It was
lots of good, actually.
separate sides of the curtain.
Oh, no, we would never.
Yeah. Why would you even say that,
gosh.
Mother? That's terrible.
She just kind of stares at the two of you, kind of slack-jawed for a second, because she thinks you're not understanding.
It's only step siblings that do that. We're half siblings.
Oh my god. We're gonna get fucking hit with a strike.
No, we're not.
No, they don't care about us. Oh, okay. She points out at the assembled congregation that have been chanting for you. They've been waiting out there for you two for hours. What the heck do you two do? Did you commit sorcery again? She points at Libidine.
Theo, did you do the sorcery?
Mother, I did the sorcery.
I told you to stop doing that.
I've never done the sorcery before.
Did you ensorcel that poor man?
The man with the hair?
Yes.
Yes, isn't it lovely?
No, dang it, no, that one, the chiseled one.
Oh,
consensually, probably.
Don't worry about it, Mother. Would you like a fried egg with a jelly bean on it? That's what we're having for breakfast.
No, I'll have my dead bird as usual, please.
we're also getting waffles, whatever those are.
That sounds like witchcraft to me.
Yes.
Witchcraft waffles. Waffle witchcraft.
Waffle, witchcraft, waffle craft, waffle house.
Mm-hmm.
You're making a house out of these waffle things?
You could do a lot of
Yeah,
things with waffles.
Of course.
Anyway,
Whatever they are, they sound very sturdy.
Anyway, get rid of these people. Get them to go away.
Libidine just goes to the window, is like, shoot.
No. Then that's all.
Did they say no?
All of
I
them
say
just said.
Libidine.
All of them just said no.
I don't think they're allowed to say no.
I don't think so either. Perhaps we should go down there and talk to them, give them a stern what's what.
Down there, aren't we? Aren't we on the ground floor?
No, you're on the first floor. You're on the first floor.
Second floor.
Oh,
Second floor. Yeah.
we're fancy. We're fancy.
Mhm. We got 2 floors.
Yeah. It might.
Mother,
Be... Go on.
what if they build us a 3rd floor?
Then what?
She stops and thinks about this for a second.
Build us a 3rd floor.
We could each have our own floor, Mother. Think about it.
Oh, we should probably build us a 4th floor so that, you know, that guy can have his own floor too. Since you don't cuddle.
Hercules? Oh, he doesn't get his own floor. What the fuck? He's not part of the family?
Yeah, but I mean, you know how they get all of these guys, they just want to cuddle with you all the time.
And then
It's like they don't understand.
That's it.
Wait,
Mm,
are you trying
They
to?
I'm not building. I'm
They-
not building
they
him a
leave-
floor. That's
They
ridiculous.
leave because I explode them. Because they don't want to leave.
Libidine, are you
good.
trying? Are you
They
trying to
deserve
get your? Are you trying to get your sibling to have a harem?
Whatever they want to do. It's their life.
It's their life and it's now or never. Cause they ain't gonna live forever.
That's right. He's not gonna get exploded.
Yeah. If they didn't get exploded by a freaking alien spacecraft, what are they gonna get exploded by?
Probably by the Pope.
By the Pope.
The Pope is.
Yeah, by the Pope.
Yeah.
Fanatical, because of their fanatical devotion to the Pope. Okay.
Well, should we get rid of them then, sibling? Get rid of these chanters that are disturbing our peace.
I tried, and they said no.
Well, maybe I should try. You're not very good with words, after all.
Yeah. Mother always says I am the pretty one.
That's true. And you can do the pointy magic thing. Like the Pope. We've seen the Pope do that before. With the pointy magic thing.
I'm going to just like flick my finger. I'm not actually going to try and do magic. I'm just going to flick my finger in their direction.
Nice. That's the holy symbol. Everybody knows.
They all do it back.
Wow.
Pope, damn it.
So
I'm gonna go down there and talk to them, I guess.
What is your will, O Saviour? Yes, tell us your will. And you just kind of hear this clamoring of voices about, and you then hear like requests like someone is a leper and they want to be they want to be cured. You've heard someone who's an ex-leper who wants to be a leper again because they took their livelihood. You've got someone who's lost a leg and wants it back. You've got someone who wants to be enlarged in a certain way. There are a few of those people, in fact. They're all men as well, strangely enough, or at least male presenting.
Obviously, their feet that they're wanting enlarged.
Yes, they want big feet because big feet equals big.
Sucks.
Yes, sucks. Yes, of a kind. Roman Magnum condoms.
Oh boy.
Magnus condoms.
Only one miracle every 24 hours we need to recharge.
Every
So
week. Every week. 24 hours.
That's right.
That's a lot of
Every week. One miracle a week. You must do something for us.
We're already getting you breakfast.
And building a third floor.
Just the bare minimum.
And building you a whole new house on top of your existing hut.
We need you to flush out the Romans out of this town.
Literally. Flush them.
Isn't that what you're mad about?
Okay, I was just looking to see what the Enchanter's super special is, because don't forget, you've got both got your D30 abilities still to play. They believe, obviously, as believing your saviors, they kind of start whispering and muttering among themselves as if they're planning and thinking, well, how can we flush out the Romans? And I think, Theo, they're going to need a little inspiring. Which is something you're very good at usually.
That's true. I am very good at that usually. I will put on a full-on performance, singing, dancing, playing an instrument. I guess I can use my special serious ability to woo my muse.
When you say you put on a full-on performance, I just picture like the end of Blazing Saddles where they've got all the dudes in the tuxedo.
Yeah, dude. It's like totally out of era. It's like modern day setting all of a sudden. Like
yeah, I mean that's perfectly normal for this. Suddenly, suddenly a curtain descends and you see Theo in a tux, with a top hat and everything and a cane. One of those canes you use for twirling around in performances and stuff. And Theo starts putting on this classy performance. Let's see how it goes. Hit me with that D30.
Got it.
It's very classy and also sensual at the same time.
A 16.
Okay,
minimally moved is what it says. Moved. Minimally nudged, maybe. Shall alter one person's perception of you slightly. That's for my muse.
Bump it up one step, as in to the next one, because of your description of.
Okay. She is amused. Everyone near you laughs heartily, sheds a tear or two, or whatever your performance intended. It might count as a successful deed, depending on what you're trying to do. You may move one musicianship 1 degree towards serious.
Good.
Now I'm a serious musician.
Yeah.
Wow.
Be careful with that.
Super serious.
Yeah. So as the people closest to you start getting inspired, it flows out like a wave, steadily but surely. And the next thing you know, these hundreds of people are marching. They're grabbing whatever weapons they can find: pitchforks, torches, carts, animals, rocks. Some of them are holding. You see a couple of them holding chickens' arse end and trying to squeeze them a little bit as if they're trying to use them as an egg thrower.
No, just pass those chickens here. We'll take those.
And they pass the chickens to Libidine.
We're gonna have so many eggs now. Yeah, I flick at them. Thanks.
You make the holy symbol and they make it back. And after a while, you start to hear the sounds of fighting near the Imperial Palace.
That ought to keep him busy for a while.
Yeah.
That being said, a squad of them comes up through one of the side streets towards the house and sees the two of you, and it's the Centurion from before. So, "Oi! Oh, I got you this. I got you nicked this time. Saviors now, are ya? More like sorcerers. Come on, let's go."
Can Can you get your man whore to beat them up?
Oh, maybe. He's pretty strong. He's not a good fighter, though, I bet.
Yeah. As you call for Hercules, he comes down, and he just punches the damn centurion in the face. And you know how when he does it at the end of Hercules to Hades after rescuing Meg, yeah, his face just caves in. And his face just
my
caves
God,
in, and he
dude.
falls over backwards. And
That's a good look.
Wow.
That's a really good look for him.
The 4 legionnaires that are with him kind of look at the centurion, look at Hercules, and then run off.
Wow. Well done, Hercules.
Question: does the aqueduct go anywhere near the palace?
Yes.
Cool. I would like to use my super serious ability and try to like blow it down so that it would flood the palace.
Yes. Do it.
Doing it. Do I add anything to it?
No.
No. Okay.
This is a straight D30.
It's a 19, but can I use my merit to reroll?
Yes, you can.
Son of a bitch, that's worse.
Keep the better result.
Okay. Yeah, 19. So slightly warped. A gentle breeze.
Gentle breeze because your air aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, like, as you conjure your biggest act of sorcery, or attempt to
Bigger than blowing someone up.
Yeah.
It's gentle breeze.
Yeah.
That's jump change. Anybody can do that spell.
True. It's true. Even Theo.
Controlling the elements takes power.
You just see a few stones blow off the top of the aqueduct and hit the ground below.
A miracle.
And there was no one around to see it. Perhaps we could poison the aqueduct instead, sibling.
I
Did you
do
ever
have a
consider that?
poison ring. I do have a poison ring. That's probably enough to poison the whole thing.
Just put the whole ring in there and let it flow downstream.
I really like that ring, though. Brings out my eyes.
Well, perhaps we can just go raid the palace for a new ring when we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you actually going through with this and poisoning the aqueduct?
Yes.
I'm not even going to make you roll. Penetrate the polyhedrals.
Yeah!
We have achieved penetration.
We have achieved polyhedral penetration.
Oh,
So automatic success, because this is chaos and I love chaos. And hello, everyone can also say hello to Donna. Well,
Hi, Donna.
I'm now looking into the void of a cat butt.
It's okay. I'm currently watching Arlie deep throat her foot.
Donna, are you trying to stretch or go at my pizza? She's going for my pizza.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, so you drop the ring into the aqueduct. Donna! Oh no. Come on, you're on my keyboard. I know what you want, and I will give it
That's
to
the
you.
best place for cats.
Not when you're streaming. It's even better then, I know, but come on. Come on. Come on.
Pizza.
Yes, I'm giving you a bit of chicken.
Ooh, yummy.
There! Up you go. Go get your chicken. Or scratch yourself, either way. It dissolves, or at least the top part of it dissolves, you know, where the poison is contained. And the water starts turning...
The part that I like best. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Magic Academy RPG just raided us with 15 peeps. Hello, folks.
Whoa!
Welcome
Thanks,
to-
Magic Academy.
Thanks, loves. Welcome to our
Wow,
Monty
good.
Python stream. We're actually just poisoning an entire city.
Yeah, we're
well,
poisoning the Roman aqueducts.
yes. Yes, I am. I have my two lovelies here. I am the head of Light Entertainment, Sophia. This is the Vak-tar-ee, yada yada. If you donate to that link that you see on screen, you have a chance of winning a prize. Donate to Extra Life. But yeah, I'll recap for you guys real quick. So, our lovely participants in tonight's television show have vandalized the Roman statue with dicks, tits, and artwork. They got caught by a spaceship with pudding aliens, and then got flicked down back to Earth by the finger of the Pope. Theo got temporarily tortured by pointy cushions before Libidine absorbed the cardinal with the void. Sorcery, yo.
The void that is their genitals. Yes.
Yes.
Sorcery, yeah.
They just got laid. Both of them just got laid. And,
If that's what you want.
and now they've started a riot in the city they're in, and now they're poisoning the aqueduct. And I have declared that to be an automatic success because it's chaos and I am a chaos being. So let's continue. Both of them have used their super special abilities that they get, which is a D30, to do weird things. Kayla used theirs to inspire the populace to riot, and Rick tried to use theirs to create a tsunami, like a tornado, to destroy the aqueduct. It didn't work, so now we're poisoning the aqueduct instead. Yes, the peasants are absolutely revolting. So, with that in mind, the poison dissolves into the aqueduct, and it takes a while to spread. But as the riot kind of dies down, obviously the Romans call for backup, and they kind of quash the riot a bit. The problem is, the longer it takes to quash the riot, the more time the poison has to spread. And eventually it makes its way into the palace, and they drink the water and poisoned wine. And after a while, thankfully, you two, through your benevolence, I would hope, would probably try to warn the populace not to drink the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only drink the wine. Get totally wasted.
The wine is cleaner than the water always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water has pee in it.
Yeah, it's fish pee in it.
And
Yeah.
human pee, probably.
What?
It's got human pee in it, probably, too.
Oh, probably.
So, after a while, there aren't any Romans on the streets. You two notice there aren't any Romans on the streets. Patrolling. In fact, you've seen some of them like dead on the streets. Some of them have been put on carts. You can swear that one of them was being dragged off saying, "I'm not dead yet," but it was clearly starting to expire. And
They hit him on the head.
yeah, you hit that one on the head and he goes to meet his maker. You head towards the palace, and yeah, you see the legate sitting in his throne, green to the gills, clearly dying of poison.
Is our artwork still up?
Is your
On the
artwork still up? Barely.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, I'm redoing that.
Yeah, perhaps it's time, sibling.
At this point, you redo your artwork in front of the legate, who I would like to mention their name. I'll just get that up. Come on. There we go. Their name is Aeneas Prolapsus. Anusis. Anusis? Yeah, Anusis Prolapsus.
Oh man.
Of course.
And he talks like Elmer Fudd. So he turns his R's into W's.
Well, he used to before he was dead.
Yeah, he's starting to expire, but he doesn't die until you've both finished your vulgar artwork all over the throne room.
I thought you
He
were going to say
doesn't
vulva.
die until we finish.
Oh, there's
Great.
definitely a vulva in there somewhere, Rick. Yeah.
Yeah, now
Okay.
the sibling is just drawing a really detailed vulva instead of the other parts.
It's actually even more detailed than the areolas were.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's borderline scientific drawing.
Well, vulvas have more to them than areolas anyway, so that tracks.
True. It's true.
It's a real Georgia O'Keeffe painting over here.
I was thinking more, Da Vinci, but...
Ay. So as Anusius Prolapsus dies on his throne, and you complete your vulgar artworks, the group of individuals called the you met before, the People's Front of Rhydea, come in and they're clapping, and they read a scroll because they clearly assumed that you two would have gotten caught and executed. So they had to. You can see that they've crossed through several of the sections on this scroll very hastily to rewrite it, and say, "We, the People's Front of Rhydea, by common consensus and agreement, do hereby thank Libidine Maximus and Theodosia Racket Pate Pika-Amoire."
Did you say we or ni?
Knee.
I'm sorry, me or
Yeah.
we?
And when you ask that question again, you can hear "nee" in the background somewhere.
They've been summoned.
You hear something about mentioning summoning shrubberies. Do hereby thank you for ending the Roman occupation, although you also managed to kill many of our own people in the process. But no matter, the Roman occupation is ended, and we are a free people once more. We thank you for your service, and we are utterly terrified at your acts of sorcery. And they roll up the scroll, they bow, and they leave.
Wait. We will accept payments and eggs.
And waffles. We never got our waffles.
Yes, we'll get right on that. Please don't poison us anymore. And they leave to go and get you eggs and waffles.
Wonderful.
The second group of people to come visit you are a group of people in black robes who have yellow headbands, different to the People's Front. Yeah, they have red.
People's back?
These
Is the
ones
people's
have...
back?
Is this
Yes,
the people's back?
we are the People's Back of Rhydea. And we are their elite death dancing squadron. And we have been doing much dancing. How soon ago did that one die? And they point at Aeneas Prolapsus.
Oh, just moments ago, probably.
And they start
May not even be dead yet.
And so the squadron leader whistles. They bring in a box that looks conspicuously like a coffin. Put him inside, close it shut, hoist it up, and start doing the coffin dance.
What does that look like?
So they each of them is like a pallbearer, but they're doing dance, kind of dance moves as they're holding the coffin up. And kind of the ones who are not holding the coffin are kind of leading the way, clearing the streets, kind of, and you can swear you can hear do 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 as they're wandering through the streets with this coffin containing the prelate, the legate. I keep getting this too confused. In the coffin. They are quite literally the death dancing squadron. And then finally your mother comes along And she kind of folds her arms and says, "Well, I hope you lot are happy.
Yes.
Killing all the
I mean-
Romans."
Wasn't that what you always wanted?
Well, how am I gonna make money now?
Well, we live in the palace now. You don't need to make any money.
Oh yeah.
Also, we have a lot of chickens. You could just sell eggs.
Yeah,
we did
could
as you
do
said,
that.
Mother. We got rid of the rioters and we made the house bigger.
And we got waffles.
I'd say we did pretty well for ourselves. You don't have to work at the Coliseum anymore.
Well, you know what they say, right? Yes, Donna. Meow.
I think they say to make our snack lending into a franchise. That's what I've always heard.
Yes. Yeah. We should have a snack lending empire that covers all of
Rome.
Rome.
Oh, no.
So helpful.
But there's always, you know what? One of my suitors, when I was younger and more beautiful, had a song for a situation like this. Some things in life are bad, they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, to grumble, give a whistle, and this'll help turn out things for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. I can't whistle to save my life. And the song continues because I am not going to terrorize people with my poor singing. So the holiday special comes to an end as the folks who have lived through the poisoning and the ship crashing and all the rest of it sing the bright side of life.
We all link arms, do the can.
Yeah.
Sing
Form a
the
new
bright side of life.
holiday. Lusty Theo
That's right.
Day.
Yeah. We'll of course ignore the fact that once they don't get any communications from Idea, the Romans are probably going to send reinforcements. But hey, you know, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, quite literally.
Exactly.
So that is the end of our program for tonight. We have indeed caused much chaos and debauchery, lots and lots and lots of debauchery. Yeah. I'm not sure what else to freaking say at this point.
Thanks, Sophia. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
I am.
We're gonna raid somebody tonight?
Maybe, yes. I unfortunately need my arm back, Donna Cat.
You don't need arms.
Oh, come on, please,
Arms
Donna.
are totally unnecessary. Oh,
Oh, she's not happy with me. She's growling
She's
at the end there. She's like, why are you getting rid of me?
poor baby.
Yeah, she likes... Blue Cottage is still up, so we shall raid them.
Fantastic.
Raid Blue Cottage... No, wait, I need to do it in the other...
Oh, tabletop titties are on.
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
Tabletop
Tabletop
titties.
titties are on.
I don't have them in my list. Can you type the channel name out for me?
Yeah. Yep.
I was picking one of the ones that we
Yeah.
we follow, but tabletop titties.
I think they know us.
I mean, they know some of it. They've interacted with.
That's because I was doing the wrong command. Tabletop. I'm a professional, I swear.
You are.
We had that conversation before stream that we're all super professional.
I also think I might have forgotten to. No. No.
Looks
Oh,
good
it's
to me.
Flash Raid.
No, I did it. It's working. So
Yep.
the raid's kicking off, folks. We're gonna head over to Tabletop Titties. I've been Sophia. This has been Rick and Kayla with me, causing absolute chaos in the Roman era, becoming the saviors and poisoners of an entire city, and raging against the Romans. So we shall see you Sunday. There are other games until then, but our next holiday game is Sunday with Emily at 1 p.m. Eastern. So until then, always look on the bright side of life. Good night.
Sign off.